Hello friends, I'm Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How's life where you are? How's things in your world? Let me know. Love hearing from you. Today's one of those days. You know those days when it's like you wake up and nothing makes sense, and then you kind of hope that the whole day will make sense by the end of the day, but it never does. That was today. Cool. So this is the flexible hose that I ordered for the dust collection system. And it came with clamps. I didn't know that. I thought I ordered the one that didn't come with clamps, but this one does, so that's cool. 10 feet of hose is more than enough to fix up my little dusted collection area. Now I just need to get some 2x4s and maybe some casters and build myself a little enclosure for the dust bag. Not an enclosure, but just to keep it off the ground and stuff. This bag is actually like really fuzzy. I'm afraid it'll pick stuff up. Anyway. It's one of those days where it's just like nothing seems to be working. My brain doesn't want to work. My body doesn't want to work. I'm having what I would probably call a depressed episode, but I'm not depressed. I've thought about just coming down here and calling this video like depression. What does depression look like, or something like that? Because I recognize that today is one of those days, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm depressed. Like, I've talked to this a bit. Em and I have had this discussion quite a bit because she has some very different views on what depression is than I do. And as somebody who's been diagnosed in the past and who's been through a lot, I have probably some biased views about it. But I think that depression is a thing that everybody experiences. It's a very common problem that we all have our ups and downs, and I don't get concerned when I have a bad day, because it's not like that having one bad day doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to have a bad week or a bad month or a bad year like I've had in the past. So it's no big deal to have a bad day. But today is that day where it's like I recognize that something's going on. And I know it because there's things that I know that I need to do, but I have no motivation to do them, like paying bills, and that's a problem. I've paid the bills. I did it because I have discipline, and I think discipline can go a long way to kind of overcoming, not necessarily overcoming the depression, but at least overcoming the outward effects of it. So, I have discipline, so I paid the bills, I did that stuff, but the desire to do it is not there, which is normally something that I desire very much. When I get a bill, I pay it, and great, I've got that out of the way. So when things like that start to slip, I see it, and I go, ooh, that's probably not a good sign, let's just let this ride it out. So today was one of those ride it out days. It's work from home day. I probably slept in a little too long. It's probably, because it's dark and rainy and nasty. I just don't feel like I feel like today was just kind of a wash, and it's okay though. Like, that's just life. That's just normal every day. This is what you go through life, right? I think so. I don't know. I don't know how other people go through life, but I know that when I have these days, I just kind of want to curl up, maybe read a book, maybe watch something on TV. Usually I watch comedies or something, and like to play a video game. I don't really have anything that I want to play right now. Saving up for the next video game release. I have videos that I want to create and stuff that needs edited so that I can upload it, but I just don't have the motivation to do it right now. So I just kind of sit and let the world kind of swirl, and then eventually I'll come out of that and it'll be okay. So that's where I've been at for the last day or two. Hopefully, maybe I'll make some sawdust soon, and that always helps me feel better. Just making something or being creative helps me feel better. Always. What is your way of feeling better? If you get, first of all, 2 questions in the comments. 1, do you have bad days, what you would consider to be depressed days, where you have the desire to do things but no motivation to do it? And 2, how do you deal with that? What is your favorite way of dealing with it? Whether it's just letting it pass or whether it's, exercise or whatever. Let me know what you do in the comments. I love hearing from you. I really appreciate you every time you leave a comment. But more than anything, I appreciate you just watching my videos. The encouragement I get from seeing the view count, is part of the reason why I've continued to do this for so long. Because knowing that the 30 people that watch these videos really encourages me to keep going, regardless of the audience that is not partaking and not participating. So thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow. Alexa, tell me a random fact.
Horses all have an official birthday. It's January 1st in the Northern Hemisphere, or August 1st in the Southern.
Why is that? Do you have horses? Let me know.